like I said just earlier, Ultralight is confident, and we already see some locks coming in right here. Just a few seconds, showing just how ready both of these teams are. Wait, Eves is hovering KJ. That's strange. That's very strange.
Interesting.
I haven't seen that. Did you think? Do you think he would actually play KJ? Come on.
I figured
Come on,
Eve
don't
would
take
be
a
on
Star
Jet
Duelist.
here. Huh.
Don't take it away. Wait, no, they're gonna take away this Star Duelist. On Vortex size, Lex on KJ, full on Sova. I like that pick. I like the Sova pick. I really like Sova on Icebox. I feel like this map was made for him.
Yeah,
In
I like the Sova. I like the Sova Gecko comp too in particular. Oh, there's the Jet from Eve. Okay, I was worried for a second. I was honestly worried for a second.
Wait, is this CJ's debut game?
I think so, yeah. Because he was on Revamp previously. You see it's still in his name, but he's actually a sub for Zeta now. I believe this is his debut, yeah. And there's that solo harbor from Ultralight, as I figured. Wow.
Wow.
So these comps very interesting. So we have the solo harbor, we got the Sage, pretty usual styles, right? The Geckos here, Sova Jet. I actually like the comp from Ultralight, other than the fact that I'd probably run a Viper instead of that harbor there, but it works for them. On the side of Zeta, I mean, a pretty meta comp here. Viper, KJ, Jet, Gecko, Sova, so nothing too out of the ordinary here.
Should be a fun game. I mean, we've seen these comps all year, but hey, it make, you know, they are the comps that work for these teams. And obviously, like you said, that Sova Harbor, I see him playing on B. B's, you know, where a Harbor usually plays on this map. Honestly, I would rather have a, you know, if I was a team, I would want to have that, you know, Viper Harbor.
Yep.
But I just do run a Sova Harbor, so.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if they make it work, they make it work. It's like,
and honestly, what's really interesting here is I think both of these comps have the potential to play like really at any pacing here. I think it may start off a little slow though. I think both teams expect each other to go into this fast pace just simply because I know both of these teams, ones that love their macro to be around controlling that pace and not really giving opening fights to the other team and everything like that. But Zeta, I mean, they're a pretty confident team. So I think they might even go for some peaks here, but I think it might start off slow on this pistol.
well, I mean, you know, Zeta, they've always been a faster paced team. And they play this like comp. They play this game like comp.
Yeah.
And it's really fun to watch usually because it's just you're watching a glorified comp game, which is fun. I mean, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. But I mean, personally, if you can figure out like, here is how you beat Zeta, you don't give them free 1v1s. You're gonna lose every single time.
Yeah.
You gotta play smart and play together as a team if you want to win here.
That's right. And I mean, speaking about like glorified comp, we see so much Neon and ISO being played in comp right now because of the buffs. I mean, I think one of these teams definitely going into these, like we got Lotus coming up next. I think we're going to see some Neon or ISO action or even both. And I'm excited to even see that. Like I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, the Neon's been going crazy on Lotus in pro play, man, ever since the buffs. Dude. So I expect one of these teams to pull that out next time.
I always personally liked Neon. Always one of my favorite agents. It's just so much fun to play. Being able to, you know, run, jump, sprint around the map. It's just so much fun. Even before the buffs, she was hilariously fun. Obviously, you can have up to what, 3 slides?
Yeah. Well, I think you might be able to get up to like 4 or 5 or something like that. I remember yesterday, EG versus Loud. By the way, EG pulled up a win against Loud. I think that in that series afterwards, Jogamo was talking about it too with the casters and the analysts during the post-match interview. They were talking about his like Neon tech and everything like that, and how he was able to, he said he was able to get like 4 or 5 slides around just going in there, just kind of snowballing into everything. And honestly, we're starting to see that be a style of duelists just overall, not even just of Neon. Like, they're trying to, you know, mold ISO into this kind of like snowball duelist. I mean, Reyna was that when she first came out and still is, right? Very snowball heavy. You get your first kill, you want to snowball into the next one or get out. ISO's doing that now. Neons are doing that now with the regenerative utility. I mean, it's really nice. It's really nice to see.
Yeah.
Jet still kind of has the same style, and it's nice to see that these teams are still, you know, relying on that on Icebox, because I do think it's still good here. But yeah, it just shows how the duelist role is really starting to take shape in this game.
I mean, you are completely right. Like, at the start of this game, duelists were really just like entry, but you know, it's been 4 years, and we're really starting to see like roles change a lot. Like, being a controller doesn't mean you're just a smoke anymore. You can like use a Omen to entry.
Yep.
Being such creative, like the players are also changing the way the game is played like every single day.
Yep. Agreed. And I think honestly, what you said there about controls, I think Clove has contributed to that.
Oh yeah, Clove is horrifying. I'm scared of Cloves, bro.
Yeah.
Very, very scary. I don't like them.
It looks like we have our player back in the server here, so we're starting soon.
I'm just looking here at where Ultralight's position. Looks like they want to play fast mid right here, gain a lot of map control, play, you know, a little bit more back on A. Obviously, that Harbor's gonna throw that wall down on B. Just going, you know, straight into this pistol round. I mean, what do you think? What do you think, Robbie?
I mean, it's looking like it might actually be a bit fast, and we do see that mid clear coming through. Jet works their way up, and Ultralight looking to get very early information into this round, but look at the stack towards A. But because they went for that mid info, and because Sova was already ready towards this defender spawn, I mean, there's numbers here. They could go for a flood here. And with the plant up top, they're going to have to go deep into this one as well, but they have that Sage Wall to invest, and that's going to be another objective, really, for Zeta to clear. Fulawagi opening this one up, and Vortex with another one. And there it is, 3 already on the round for Vortex into this pistol. Regental dropping down, landing the headshot, only 40 HP left, and Peach ending it off there. And what a fast pistol there from Zeta. Ow. My goodness.
One step closer.
And that, kids, is why you do not go single file line versus Zeta. They're going to punish you every single time. Vortex, some beautiful shots, obviously hitting the labs before this game. Locked in. I love it. And now, I mean, if you're Ultralight, you probably need you need an eco stack here, and that's exactly what you're doing right here. You see them eco stacking towards A. So we're gonna see a nice fight here on site.
Standing ahead.
Look at this. Once again, going very, very quickly the Zeta way. Drone Star coming in here, just sitting on site.
Ooh. And it's dangerous too, because this is where the stack is. And Vortex in the second round, so confident, already has a Phantom in hand, clearing into the corners. And there's a second one there, and so far Zeta just pummeling down over to the defense of Ultralight. And not a single body left standing, a flawless on the second round from Zeta. Man.
Woo. What a good hit there. I mean, that was to be expected. You know, you have your guns after the very first round. You need to win that round. But it's kind of sad here for Ultralight. You really needed to find something. Just maybe 1 or 2 kills, try and hurt their eco. Now it's going to be a very, very dangerous map. Once again, you see them stacking towards A, playing this heavy A, 4 on site. Look at this. Zeta immediately wanting to go the other way. Haven alone on site. Jones come in.
Yeah.
Playing a little bit slower. But still, you know, at this good tempo.
And speaking of, I want to note something here about the setup from Zeta on this attack. You see them already commit that Viper wall to B, and they use the orb mid already. And we know that, you know, you can't recall that ability anymore. So, you know, the way that they put down this utility kind of gives the answer already early into the round. And I think that Ultralight may start to read into that. Vortex trying to go for that back site control already goes down too. 3 left standing. And what a shot there from Eve.
Aimed. CJ goes down here. 2v5 situation, very hard. Shock darts coming in. Just Yuto trying to deny anything. And Ultralight will secure the round anyways. That will make it 1-2. A very much needed round. And I mean, if you just look at the HP, Zeta could have very well won that, 2v5. Like, just looking at the HP. Almost every single person there was one shot besides from Sova. Just... And you're seeing, these guys have great aim. They're going to get you low. They're going to always hit you. That's what they've been really, really good at all year. Ultralight, though, obviously trying to adapt to these, these stacks. You see Zeta obviously wanting to hit A right here. Ooh, Eves with a nasty op position.
Love that too. Already invested here.
Misses! Oh!
Man, that was the opening too. He could have had that. Another thing I want to say too is on the other side, when it comes to the Jets, it's Vortex. Ekaro, I mean, he's not able to play for the team until they get to the Grand Finals point, so it's Vortex the IGL coming into that duelist role, similarly to Sadak from Loud, picking that role up. And you see the bodies dropping. Ultralight taking very good care of this. Wasn't able to find operator value early into the round, but they're able to use the rifles to get it recovered. But look at where CJ's at. I mean, if Fulawagi stalls enough, CJ might have a little bit of time to get them back into this.
Oh my
Wingman
gosh.
doesn't get the info at 410, but look.
Wait.
The boiler position. He knows. And the second one, there it is. CJ recovering both kills on the flank. And Fulawagi, he moves up. And what is this round turned into? The headshots going left and right. And only one standing. It's Penguin right up against Fulawagi. And Zeta have made such good work of this round. Spike getting planted here. Looking to come around the corner. He's going for the reposition, but the timing doesn't work out. Penguin still gets the shot. Wow. Hydrox, what a round.
Oh my
goodness.
Gosh, bro. And I just want to say this. That missed shot from Eves right there is what killed the round.
Yeah.
Eves needs to lock in, bro. I mean, that's 2 op shots missed in a row. One of them was a very easy kill there on CJ, but just a whiff. Obviously, they were still able to secure that round, but you don't want to be in that type of situation, giving their coach a heart attack, obviously. I can feel him. He's like gripping his chair, just, stop it. I mean, hey, still good rounds there from Ultralight, denying them sight for the longest time, obviously, until that 2v4 situation. And look at this. Looks like Ultralight maybe has a read that they're going to be playing mid here too, obviously. You see Zeta, Ely starting to push up mid a little bit. Looks like they maybe want to end B right here. Yeah, that's the call. Jet's holding there with an op.
Yeah, and you have to check off this box too. The drone came through, but it wasn't enough. Vortex's head already caught up above that container. And that's what I like about Ultralight. When they have this operator presence, they change it every time. You have to clear your corners and check off those boxes every lane that you go to clear, every single round.
You are right. And I mean, what a beautiful shot there from Eves, making up for the whiffs. Good job, Eves. We're proud of you. And look at this, Zeta immediately rotating towards A, wanting to end here. Gecko alone on site. Penguin's just gonna have to, hold on, maybe find 1 or 2 kills here with some good positioning. Gecko ult comes in, it's gonna just push him off the site. He says, nah, not dealing with that. Smart call. And you see site here's just completely in Zeta hands. Ultralight rotating over. And CJ once again lurking up mid right here. Could maybe get a flank, says nah. And a counter ult comes in. Sees one, gets him. Very scary here for Sticks. Goes down to Haven, just pushing out.
And the wall comes through. They're gonna have to tap one of this. They've got the wall, they've got the cove. And they do take care of it in the time being. And even the wingman going down here, but now the kills still have to come right on through. And the Hunter's Fury to come through and already gets 2 off the back of it.
No.
And wow. Right now, Peach is the one going to be protecting him. He gets the first, but they're on the spike. They're going to have to get him off. He goes for the defuse, and he gets him. The clutch comes through for Fulawagi. Oh, my goodness. Zeta, they are just so clinical in those post plants right there, making so good of that situation.
Dude. How are Zeta winning these rounds? Obviously, they won those first 2, but how? Somebody explain to me. I can't explain it. Jesus. Man, somebody get these guys on a tier 3 team. Get them.
Yeah.
Their aim is incredible.
Ultralight has so much stall utility too.
Oh. And it was like what, a second away from being diffused right there. And obviously you see Zeta immediately playing towards A, and they're gonna have this site. Ultralight wanting to play a little bit back off of it, not wanting to take it. Good kill there from Eves on the flank. It's already a 4v4 situation. Vortex finding an important kill there on Renegold. Gonna be a scary push.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! Penguin! Oh. Oh god. And now, I mean, it's gonna be really hard here. Obviously, playing for Util, you can hold the spike, but it's gonna be, you know, you have to watch out for these KJ mollies. Oh, important kill right there. Bull goes down.
Last player standing.
And oh, never mind. Lex got it. Good kill. Good 3K to secure the round, makes it 2-4 here. And we're seeing the Zeta way to win.
Yeah, and just when you thought they had a chance into that round, just the spams are just coming through. I think right now Zeta are making really good work of that stall utility because you've got the Harbor Cove, you've got the wall to deal with, but there's also the Gecko Mosh Pit, there's the Sova Dart. There's so many really good things on the post-plant stall that Ultralight have on this defensive side to really secure their zones and being able to tap onto the spike there. But Zeta have been recovering it very well, leaving one on site and then having the other 4 play post, you know, close range. It's really nice.
Oh, look at this spot from Eves. Still
You see
holding
that
it.
jump
He's gonna have
spot?
to back off the angle. Oh my gosh, that was beautiful.
What is that? What is that from Vortex?
Yes. Hey, it was a good. Oh my gosh! Up is down.
What?
Oh my gosh! Vortex with 2. Could be good for 3. Never mind. Get straight down from Reggie.
There's my buddy.
That's 3v4. Spike is down, and once again playing for Util. Oh no! You see the CJ flank, and they have no clue. They have
Here
no
he goes
clue.
faster here. He'll be able to get it. He's going for it. Pete coming through. Gets the first. There it is. Looking for the second, and he does get the second. Wow. Third doesn't come through, but man, they were not ready for that one. And he's done that quite a few times now. And pretty soon Ultralight are going to have to realize that going into it. And there's the wall coming through. Wingman to go into the plant. The Dizzy to come out to try to deny the choke point, but there's the wall getting broken here. Nanoswarm does miss, so it gives them a window of opportunity, but the rifles, they answer onto them. And again, Zeta making really good work of that post plan on A site.
I just want to say, CJ is having such a big impact on these rounds. Very important kills. You know, he's getting 2 kills at a time, and that's important. Obviously, a timeout comes here from UL. Very, very good start here for, you know, for Zeta. Leading the game 2-5 and controlling the tempo. And if you're UL, you probably need to start playing on site a little bit more. You need to contest site, because what's happening is losing it very, very quickly. And once you lose site versus this comp, which has, you know, Gecko Molly, KJ Molly, and Sova Shock Darts, also Viper Mollies. I forgot to point that out.
Orb.
Oh my
His
gosh,
list
you
is
can't
endless.
do anything. You gotta contest site. I mean, it's possible. It's possible to, you know, hold site against this team. You just have to fight good angles and fight together. But it's gonna be hard. And I really like how Zeta's been playing today. Their users have been on top of it. Their aim has been on top of it. They came in prepared. And by prepared, I mean they warmed up 10 minutes in the range.
Yeah, and I honestly want to add going into this that, like, a lot of times when you have that solo sentinel going into this map, it's going to be that KJ. A lot of teams prioritize that. If you have double, you add the Sage to it. The Ultralight prioritized the Sage over the KJ with the solo sentinel. And the thing is, I think that's honestly hurting them over towards mid because CJ has been getting so much space there. But look at them this round. They're reacting to that very thing right now. With this triple push towards mid, Eve has the knives in hand. But look at CJ. You can't lurk the lurker. But they win the gunfight.
They did lurk the lurker.
They lurked him hard.
And good kill there from Haven. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But the clutch coming through, it makes it so hard. They're on both sides of them right now. And so far, they're handling it somewhat nicely, and Lexstick's the last one left. And there's one on both sides of them, so it makes it so hard to deal with. I think Ultralight had a beautiful response in that round there.
Oh. Some teabagging there from Eves. You know, maybe this game means a little bit more to Ultralight than we expected, but what a beautiful, you know, punch back around. You stop their tempo with the timeout, and then you say, "Nuh-uh, we're not going to give it back to you." Gets a beautiful round right there with a beautiful mid execute as well.
Yep.
I mean, that's exactly what you want. And as we said, they lurked the lurker. CJ got jumped there from 3 people, and now you see it's a 3v5 on site. Oh no! Look who has the op. And a good angle, but he misses again. Eves. Oh.
Ooh.
100. Come in. Some trades.
Yeah. He was in a situation to
He's
potentially
still
shut that
playing.
one down, but he wasn't able to get it.
Oh my gosh! Wait, look at the rotate. It looks like both teams just know each other. Because look at this. Ultralight also rotating immediately over towards B. And Spike is, you know, gonna go down. Viper ult comes in. Diverse is gonna get the bomb down. Lex with a good kill on flank.
Yeah.
Brings this back.
Haven was
to
watching that too.
3v3. Oh no. Good shot there from Yves. Gets down Diverse. Now, you just gotta clear out the Viper ult. I do not like this situation. Here for Ultralight. Oh, another missed shot there from Eves. He's missing so much today. Hurting. Penguin throws down Wingman, but it's not gonna find anything. Alexis, but they jumped right there. Viper alone on site here. CJ goes down, a shot into it from Reggie.
Yep, and they have plenty of time too. They handled that so well. Playing around that Viper's pit so confidently, but so patiently too. They weren't worried about that time on the spike. They knew exactly how much time they had, and they cleared those angles very smart. The operator position, you know, looking over towards that yellow, went for the first peek, and he didn't get it, but once they go and confirm that the Viper's not there playing with them, ready for a trade, they go onto him, triple swing, and assuming the Viper's playing behind the box there, I mean, it was textbook there.
Thank you. Get out of my way.
Ooh. An opening fight over towards mid here. Eve, not able to land the first shot, but does get the second on a Vortex. Very aggressive endeavor by him there, but nonetheless, the heal does come back onto Eve. And Peach is already out towards B site with this spike. Because you don't have that alarm bot to play towards his position, you don't get that confirmation. So you're able to take on to the space, but looks like CJ wants to sell some presence over here towards A in the meantime. But Havan definitely calling out this utility over towards B, so CJ is going to be a very pivotal lurk going into this. I mean, the rest of his team going for that plant here, and because he was able to lurk through this position, it put him in such a good position right now. And the Reckoning coming through, and right now the tempo is starting to speed up from Ultralight into this retake. So CJ, he's going to have to go a lot faster here to Hunter's Fury to come right on through. To try to get anybody off of the spike here. And there's the Moss Pit to confirm one of the kills here. Havan going for the kills, but it's very labored, so he's not able to get it. And CJ on the flank, recovers 2 kills there, goes for the 3rd and the 4th, and that's it. What a nice flank. And it's amazing, he's doing so good.
CJ.
Oh yeah, welcome. I mean, what a debut so far, Hydrox.
Dude, he is setting his presence known. And how did nobody sign him? He's been insane today.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Jeez. Zeta found a masterpiece in free agency right before playoffs and is working very well for them. And obviously, now they want to hit A. Just switching site.
I like this rope jump spot from Vortex as well. He always gets that early information. Ooh, but the Thrash goes right past him. The Vortex still getting the kill here. Redenso playing this top angle right now so far. Hasn't gotten cleared out, and even the Aldrone passing towards him, but Vortex still with 2 kills onto the site. And right now they're still not aware of that top presence, but I don't think it's going to matter much soon. As Haven comes in to help here, the Dizzy going for the information towards defender spawn, and right now it's looking like a very dangerous endeavor here for Ultralight. And you can see them already gambling if they want to go into this one or not.
We see Falone here going right behind them. And, you know, this is going to be Oh no, and they just don't know. Completely unaware. Haven goes down, and now it's just Reggie all alone here. Looking for anything with a goes down.
Yeah, Eve must have got disconnected.
PC. Yeah, some PC problems over there for Eves. Not pretty. They find him. There he goes. Vortex with 3. Really a 2K, but we'll you know, we'll give him 3.
Round in the half.
That will, and hey, they've already secured this first half, and that is really, really good for a team. You get 7 rounds. That means you just secured your half. And you know, Ultralight, that means you have to win extra rounds on attacker side if you even want a chance to bring it to overtime, which it's gonna be really hard versus this defense with all the utility they have to deny you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be scared for them. I'm scared for Ultralight. They have to win this round. If you lose, the game is probably over. So, I mean, that's just not what you want. You don't want the game to be over at halftime. But versus a team like Zeta, which wins. They are winners. They are champions. These people have already played, you know, in these situations where we are the winners. Like, we've already been to the championship before. We were in beta season. They're just trying to make it back. They're trying to beat 2-peats. And I mean, it's very much possible with how good this team is. It's just, and I mean, Ultralight, obviously they want to win. Everyone wants to win, right? And you know their mental is probably down. You're down 7-4. You're coming into this game confidence, and Zeta has been able to kill your confidence with insane comeback rounds over and over again. I mean, you remember the 2v4 round, right?
Yeah,
CJ on
that
flank,
was insane.
Eves missed up.
That should have never happened.
It should have never happened. And yes, Ultralight won that round. But even still, that kills your mental as a team.
Yeah.
So
that's important too against a team like Zeta too, because they don't care. They'll get in your faces. You have to have the mental, you know, fortitude going into a match like that against Zeta.
Agreed. And I mean, you can feel it, you know, with missed shots, especially from Eves. I love Eves, man. He's a great player, but he needs to lock in. He needs to lock in and win, because he's missing a lot of really easy shots, and it's costing his team rounds. It's costing his team those important first bloods that you need to secure rounds. I believe every single round that UL has won, they got the first blood. They got the very first kill. So they need Eves to just hit these shots. Now, from every game that I've casted, Eves always starts out and he misses shots. This is just something that happens, right? And then the second map, Eves locks in and just goes off. It happens every single time. He locks in. So, I mean, I know you know what I mean, because he does it every time.
Every single time. And he's so confident too, and that's what helps that. I think that a lot of the players going into this tournament, I mean, when they go up against better teams, and I think I want to specifically think about Spectrum in this case as well. You know, I know they're out already, but I think that when it comes to players that struggle with that confidence, I think that in itself can be indicative of, you know, your trouble in your performance. That's one of the hardest things when it comes to something like this, is finding that confidence, especially against people that you know are better than you. And they have to find that here. And the person in particular that I've been impressed with so far in the series is Vortex. He's the IGL of the squad, and he picked up that duelist role in the absence of Ekaro, and he's doing such an incredible job doing it as well. He has found so much value time and time again on his entry, and it looks so good. The rifle's going, the confidence is through the roof, and we talked about it through the tournament, but when your duelist is on, I mean, the rest of the roster just feels so enabled. So I like, you know, that you talk about confidence, because it's so there for Zeta.
Well, I mean, I just gotta say this, full on just shot the snowman, and Eves peeks out, almost gets the kill, but a little bit of a whiff right there, hits the body instead. And look at this, A site's completely clear, and they have the read. Look at this, rotate's starting to come in. And they're just gonna take A. Vortex alone deep on site, but it doesn't matter, he's gonna find a very important kill there. Reggie goes down. Look at that, site's already fallen. They've been having sight for most of this game. And the rotates are in, but you don't have numbers. It's gonna be a very, very hard retake here. And once again, playing for util like they do every round.
Ooh,
Needing
they had Thrash going into it, but it got taken down there by the Odin Elect sticks. So it actually makes things a lot harder here. So they're gonna have to go past this wall. They're gonna have to deal with this. They got the scan. They got the utility for the post-plant stall. We talked about it. And there it is going through again, but Havan opening that one up there with the headshot. And the co-op going down immediately, and the kills just go down. And as all the bodies fall, going into the retake for Ultralight, I mean, Zeta, it's just a clean sweep. And 8-4 half, it looks pretty good, but, you know, I mean, we still have a game on our hands. If they get this pistol on the side of Ultralight, I mean, it's totally possible this goes either way.
You are correct, but that was such a pivotal round for Ultralight. They needed to win that round. I mean, it's all right because every game is winnable. I've said this every single time. Every game is winnable. You just gotta lock in. But they needed that round. Obviously, you get, you know, some time to breathe during these bye rounds. But you can't lose this round. Because if you lose this round, the game's gonna be 4-10. Because, you know, against a team like like Zeta, they're gonna win that bonus round almost every single time here. Look, CJ maybe wanting to peek this right here, and just here's a lot of utility. He's like, nah, I don't want that. Backs off of side. Very smart play.
Yeah, and I like this too because they're going.
They have sight.
And they're going for a stall play here too. And you see the utility going through. It's the KJ and the Viper playing onto this site, but it wasn't successful enough. I mean, they were able to get into this. No real punish. But look at Regental. So aggressive on the Sage right now, so he gets punished for it, but Vortex is already on the flank here. He's got the Sheriff in hand. And right now, the tempo of this goes so much faster. The first headshot lands, but 100 is ready for the follow-up. But as his teammates fall, there's 4 left standing, and as the wingman gets to defuse onto the spike, it's a pistol round here for Zeta on this defense half.
Talk about a round killing confidence. You took sight so well, and then Vortex just hit you with an insanely good retake. I mean, that is game killing confidence. And UL obviously needs to lock back in. They don't want to be called frauds. Nobody wants to be called frauds. And
yeah,
if you lose, you know, 5 or 6 to 12, it's not, you know, the greatest look if you want to win the, you know, entire VLE. And a peek comes in right there, immediately backs off. CJ not wanting any more of that. Divers gets down Eves immediately though. Oh, he's got 2 now. Penguin also goes down. And that Bulldog is shredding them. Oh, it's rotating towards A. Vortex finds 1, finds 2.
Down, attacker spawn.
Now Reggie's just all alone, playing with a classic. Just trying to find anything. Nope.
I mean, this is crazy.
Vortex with the GG, I suck after so many good Marshall shots and then whiffing on Reggie. Reggie's invincible now, guys. That's Vortex's kryptonite. And I mean, this could... You have a chance to make it 5-10 right here. You need that. I mean...
Yep.
You need it. You need this confidence boosting round. You gotta, you know, get a flawless or something to rebuild that confidence. Looking here, playing nice and slow. CJ's alone on B. If you hit that site hard.
And with a Marshall, that is too. Like, he's alone on B as Viper with the Marshall in hand. So, no option other than to play around these angles very, very cautiously. But it's Eve right now also with a solo push over towards A, trying to find out the information. There is a footstep to be heard there on site, and they're trying to find out where that KJ's playing. It looks like they're going for where the contact utility is going to happen. And so far, they're just looking to see what the reaction will be over towards B as they start to slowly apply this pressure at A. And look at where Regental is placed too. It's a very, Very passive setup from the side of Ultralight. Just a high-low in their spawn.
Some shots fired here on A, and look at this, immediately rotate, starting to come in.
There it is.
Over towards A. Look at that, immediately. Good call here. CJ finds one though, beautiful Marshall shot before his backing off.
Yeah, and I think that adds some question marks into this take here from Ultralight, but looks like they still want to progress into this one. And they're aware it's only CJ here with that Marshall. Definitely a confusing play, but nonetheless, they're going for it as well. The Sage Barrier Orb does come through as the wingman gets the spike down to the ground, and here we are, going right into a retake here for Zeta. Now, I mean, definitely a situation for them that should be easy here, but, I mean, Ultralight have shown time and time that they definitely have the potential to play around these post plants well. And as I say that, Philwaukee taking one down and going into this, it's already starting to get a lot dangerous as the pressure starts to mount. The Judge pushes right through the smoke, and Eevee's looking for the kills.
Oh, no.
And Haven finds one, but doesn't even know the tap when the spike is through. He just holds it down. Haven not even going for the peek, going to the spike there. And that is it. Zeta just steals that round there.
And that round just dug the grave for them. A good time out. You need a second to breathe. You know, remember your breathing rule, kids. Remember. I mean, that is a round you had to win. Now, Zeta's economy is going to snowball out of control. They have guns now. They have all this stuff. And Ultralight, I mean, they're just missing shots. They're missing shots. They aren't making good plays, and you can tell they are frustrated with this map. I'm saying they are ready to get out of this map. It has been a nightmare for them. I mean, Zeta came in ready. And by ready, I mean they didn't VOD review. They play this like comp, and they're going to win every game in comp.
Yeah, and what scares me about this, honestly,
roster.
is this is Ultralight's map pick, too. And the fact that they're down so heavily and we're going into Zeta's map pick, you never want to be this far down in a series like that, you know? Especially on your own map pick. Like, this just makes the series look really bad for Ultralight. They're going to have to pull out on Lotus what they were able to do at the beginning of this tournament, early in the group stage. Because they looked pretty shifty on it, I mean, at the end of the group stage. So, hopefully they're going to find the answer that they didn't have. That'll be the only thing keeping them in this series.
If you lose this round, it's game over. You're going to be on an eco for the final round there, which is not what you want to be. They're just looking for their very first attacker round of the half. Look at this. They're doing the same passive setup that you talked about, where they are playing for this contact, and it works well for finding sight. And look at this. A heavy stack from B. They want to play slower on B and maybe try to rotate over here towards A. Op shot there from Eves is missed. They're just shooting. Maybe you want to end A here. Maybe not the smartest call. Just so quiet from Ultralight, and I love it. They are not giving any information here. Look at this. Zeta's all on A, and once again, CJ's alone on site, but he's been so good at denying plants all day long. And we are just so close from the mouse touching the trap. So close to just a little bit of contact.
30 seconds left.
CJ sitting alone in tower.
Through. Look at that wall, though. That gives CJ some sight onto this. And once again, Vortex was on the case, and he doesn't hit it this time, but it's a 4v4 retake, and both teams have a Thrash to invest into this round right now. And presumably Ultralight are going to need it, though. This is a round much needed from them. Every single round counts here. And there it is, as the tag goes on to 100 right there. He gets tagged up, but right now, the Judge just rushing right into them. Lex sticks, he's looking for it, and there it is.
Oh, no.
He gets two, and Philwaukee follows up. And the flank just wasn't fast enough from Regental. So Zeta securing that 12th round on the board. And Ultralight just can't find an answer.
And this mouse trap that they're springing, it's not good. They're getting stuck in the mouse trap every single time. Maybe you shouldn't go after the cheese anymore. I don't know what to do if you're Ultralight, because you are just getting diffed every single round. And this confidence that Ultralight had coming into the series, it's definitely diminished. I mean, they're going to have, you know, a little bit of a break to calm down. get seconds to breathe. So far, it's just not looking good here. Look at this Ultralight playing very quickly onto A. And a push-up of a Judge finds one. Trade starting to come in. It's already looking bad here for Ultralight. 3v4 situation. The Sage Ult comes in on Eve. Makes it very much more manageable. But look at this. They're being pinched on A. That's not a good situation to be in. You gotta make a play here. Diverse shoots down Eve. Reggie goes down to CJ. And this could be over. All alone, Haven goes down. And that is the end. 1. 13-4.
Wow. I mean, what a map right there. I mean, just so many good things to say about Zeta and the game plan that they had going into this. I mean, it was so dominant. And honestly, looking at the post-match leaderboard, you can see the performances across the board. Every single person on the team of Zeta outperformed someone else on Ultralight. And honestly, going into it, that's the kind of confidence that you want to have. Those are the kinds of statistics that you want to see. Everybody firing off and feeling real good there. 11 plants there on Peach. I mean, it's awesome. It's cool to see what this roster is so capable of, but it makes it so scary going into the series for Ultralight.
And I want to talk about a big impact maker coming into here. Someone, you know, nobody really... I see a lot of people make fun of him, like, oh, you aren't going to start. You're going to get destroyed. You're going to ruin your team. CJ, he's been doubted a lot, and he came in here as a sub, and he was dominant. He was good. He was hitting shots that you didn't expect him to hit, and obviously was frustrating as heck for this UL roster. I mean, a very, very good game there from Zeta. Played their minds out as usual. And I mean, if they win their next game, which is their map pick, by the way, it could all come crashing down. It could all come crashing down for UL, and they're going to be sent to the lower bracket second round.
You're absolutely right. And I want to add to that because this series for me, Hydrox, I was honestly looking into this to think, what can I get from Ultralight, right? The group that they had was Ultralight, Rendezvous, Spectrum, right? So they have Spectrum, underdogs of the tournament. They have Rendezvous, who in my opinion have, you know, been somewhat in a mid-tier in this tournament. Haven't really been the top, not the bottom, but really showing us things here and there, but it's a little shifty, hit or miss from them. I don't think I've seen Ultralight prove themselves against a formidable squad yet, and this was the series I was looking for that. And so far, I haven't seen it. I wanted to see them prove themselves against Zeta and Ultralight actually solidifying themselves as a top contender here, but I'm not sure I can say that so far after looking at this map. I think they had good ideas going into this, but that comp definitely didn't work. There's so many things that can be said about the stall utility that they had, at least when they were on their defense half, which I think the idea behind it's really good with the Cove and the wall, and you've got the dart. You've got so many different things that you can play, you know, to activate your jet into this squad. But I don't think that they played it right, and I think Zeta definitely had the strategic advantage going into this. They had a very good read, and I could just see that. So going into Lotus, I mean, it's their next chance to do it, but so far in the series, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it yet. I honestly, in my pick'ems, I had Ultralight, you know, placed above Gentlemanians, and at this point, I'm not sure I can say so. I think Gentlemanians definitely, just from what I've looked from all these teams, this for me, I mean, puts them at second.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Ultralight, they don't win a lot of map ones from what I've seen, especially against, you know, Rendezvous. I don't think they ever won map one, but they always would lock in that second map and play a very competitive third map, even beating Rendezvous on that third map, which, you know, would tie up the series. And that's something that Ultralight does really, really well. It's a very competitive, they play very competitively, especially on the second and third map. First map, they're always a little bit slower. We can totally see Ultralight lock in and go off the second map. I think that's what they're gonna do. And you know, UL they don't want to get disqualified.
Right. This is so nice to see, though. You were talking about CJ. He's doing a really good job. He's had so many things. He's had the world against him, and he hasn't even gotten a chance to play yet. So to see him come in here and prove himself is such a treat to watch. But on the side of Ultralight, they were pretty good with this map from what I saw from them early on. But we're getting a different look. We've got a Raze and a Jet here, and right now it's a Breach Hover. Now, I'm not a fan of solo Breach initiators. I think that you're just not getting enough info, especially on your attack half. I know they're starting on defense, but I think they're going to have a hard time on attack. So if this is the actual comp they're locking in, they need to maximize on this defense as hard as possible.
You are right. And, you know, this is an attack cider map too. So getting, you know, a lot of rounds on defense is going to be hard. Now, knowing a team like Ultralight, they are going to play a very meta way on defense. You're going to see this quick A hit. They're going to push them back on A, and then they're going to give up mount control. And that's usually how rounds are played, especially in pro style. Now, I don't know if it's going to be the same here, but it very well could be. Obviously, CJ, you're trolling me. Why did you have to hover chamber like that? Get my hopes up. Ruining my day, man. I like the comps from both sides. I mean, they're good comps. I mean, you could trade out a
neon though.
for. Sadly, sadly, just everything is ruining my day, guys. Dang it. I'm gonna go message every single coach and be like, you know, let me
play neon.
Come on. Hire me. Get me on the roster. Let me play neon. Let me have some fun.
Yep. No,
I mean,
but yeah, you're absolutely
wrong.
right though. About the KJ thing that you were saying. I mean, we see the Cypher on the side of Zeta, which makes a lot of sense because I've been seeing Neon played a lot on this map so far, and I think that Cypher's a really good answer for that, and I think that's what Zeta we're going for here, but they're sure opting in for that raise and that jet on the side of Ultralight.
This is strange. Penguin is playing on A. Very strange. And look at this. It looks like UO just kind of like reversed. They're immediately going to fight for mount control. And Zeta's going to play quickly, pushing onto A.
Yep. It's a very fast hit on it here, too. And what I like about the fact that the KJ set up A is, you even said it, it's strange. You expect that KJ to be towards C. And as that setup comes through, it's very unconventional from him, but he's forced off by that one-way right now. But Vortex, he wants to get aggressive with this one right now. He's going to need to get some supportive utility from his teammates. And once again, you see that lurk coming in from the Cypher. So all the box checked off that they had last round in Icebox. But Fulawagi recovering too there. Able to follow up on Vortex's aggression. And right now, Penguin with Sheriff in hand, only 45 HP. Haven going to have to do the damage over here towards Tree Room. And that he does. A little bit labored, but nonetheless confirms the kill. And as they start to condense onto this site right now, Zeta look like they have a bit of a stronghold onto this one. Haven looking to get a look into this one. Coming into this breach right now. Has been such a good controller so far, so looking to bring into the flexibility, but CJ landing off the headshot there and Zeta recovering the pistol.
1-0. And, you know, it was kind of like this in, you know, the very first map. Zeta is really, really good at these opening pistol rounds and securing them.
Yep.
And that's not good, because they're also going to win this bonus round, because, well, this is Zeta we're talking about. So now you're going to go down 2-0, and you got to win that third round. And also, can we not have what happened last game, you know, happen again?
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're going to have to do. Look at this, playing very aggressive on B here is Ultralight. And once again, the A aggression from Zeta. No fear. And Penguin's not going to be able to find anything. Diverge takes him down with minimum damage. And A's just gone. Just like that.
Yeah.
Spike's
and that's how you can tell. That's how you can tell that Zeta are very aware of what they're up against right here. They throw the Dizzy for that close range clear. They're very aware. Shorty just going to rush right through the door there. So already very aware of the situations that they're up against into these rounds. And right now, that boombot landing on a CJ makes him very low. Does make a window of opportunity for Eve here, but the only thing they can really ask for is damage. And as the bodies start to drop, Regental and Eve left there. Lexstix entering onto the head of Regental, but Eve does take down Lexstix, but Peach with a third on the round and securing that for Zeta.
You know, that's not a horrible pistol round. You got rid of 2 guns. That's something that you need. You're going to hurt their eco a little bit. We got to see them, though. They need to bonus rounds. And now you're going into this third round. You gotta win it. And look at this. We're seeing this original setup. A double duelist down A with no smokes or anything. And Zeta wants to hit B here. Never mind, they will get a smoke. Most likely. Look at this, playing very down on A, and then immediately the hit begins onto B. And B's already fallen here. Oh, Haven's head dings right there. 100 for the good kill and Diverse. 100 finds 2 before getting traded out there from Valone. That's a 4v2. But Bomb is not down. CJ has it, and he's rotating over towards A. What a round so far here from Ultralight.
Yeah, I love that reaction too. They were so quick to punch onto that B site, not giving Zeta any time to plant that spike and play towards main. And it's really crucial, especially going into this map. There's so many different opportunities you can do that. And so the reaction was really nice. It's only really Lexstick here. Looking to do the damage. Is very aware of where the stack is at. Going to try to make a go of this one. Plant coming down towards the A site. As Ultralight continue to play together here.
Spike planted.
And even Eve, going into that, was very aware of that lurk from the Omen. Lexstick's reposition here.
It's going to be very, very scary.
Yeah,
Here for
he's going to have to go for a peek here. They tapped onto the spike. He's going to have to confirm it at some point. There he does. And realizes there's not one on the spike there. Door going to confirm that there's one, at least towards that point of the map. He's going to have to go for another peek here. And there's a peek to come right on through. Does get the headshot on the Haven.
Oh my God.
And Eve, not aware of where the positioning is at. He gets the half through, but he doesn't go for the peek.
Oh my gosh, no.
Wow. I mean, he does recover the op off of that play there, but man.
Oh.
Oh, never mind.
Wow. And I want to talk about this. That is still very bad for your mental here. The same thing happened. What, round 4 of last game? Obviously, the 2v4 clutch there. They did end up winning the round just like they did this time. Scary. And now look at this. Zeta playing fast on, you know, this default setup here from Ultralight. Cage is just going to be all alone on site. Penguin. Sprays comes in just very loud. Look at this. Immediately a rotate comes in from Ultralight, just trying to fight for this site. Playing very, very far off of it. I mean, you don't have guns.
Spike planted.
Eve's gonna go down there to Lex. Oh, a good shot there. Good right click. Makes it very manageable here on site. But they are playing for Mount, and once again, they have good util. Decides to hold it. CJ finds a good kill there with the spam. Oh no. And oh, that's just gonna go down. Nothing you can really do there if you're Ultralight, and that makes it 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very strong plant position. I mean, planting for Mound there. You have to really find your answer there. You can't really just stack onto the site, go for a defuse, and really hope that you can get the spam back. You have to really push into that angle. And I think with this comp that they have, with the Breach, Jet, and Raze, they have to find that dynamic. They need to get proactive with that and find what that tempo looks like before they get into attack and start to utilize those synergies early on and get into the face of Zetas, because the more they let Zeta control this tempo, the less this comp really makes sense from Ultralight.
You're right here. Look at this. Zeta wanting to still hit A. Raze already down for Ultralight. Dole comes in and is going to hit, you know, Reggie, who is just got to run away, but will go down. A double kill there from Diverse.
I know exactly.
Oh,
He finds a good kill there on
Last
oh,
player standing.
good shot. Diverse with 3, though. That's just Eve's all alone. Off to his name.
She's still gunning for you.
Oh, this is very scary. Yep, Eve just gives up. And a good 4K there from Divert. Makes it 1 to 4. And
yeah.
this is just not looking pretty for Ultralight.
I mean, it's very aware to me that going into this, Zeta understand that the objective is not over once they get that bomb planted. You can see they're still trying to take space. They're still trying to find picks in the round once they get that spike down, because they want to take the defensive, you know, reins down before they even get into the retake. So I think that Ultralight need to find picks early in these rounds. Go for some of these fast plays. It looks like they're going to do it over here towards A, but they need to weaken this attack of Zeta before they let them get that spike down. Or else they're just going into a retake where Zeta's already getting into your face.
And hey, they are already in their face here. Look at this. Oh, surrounded, both of them. And Bob's going to go down.
Bot coming back.
And this map is already starting to kind of look hopeless here from UL. And I know we're just, what, 6 rounds in. But they've only been able to secure 1. Very scary here, very scary. Retake a good kill there from CJ. Penguin goes down, and now it's just a Frankie. Renegade. Was likely not going to be able to find anything. They're just all holding him. They know. Branching out around the map. Yeah, you just want to say this gun maybe find 1 or 2 kills. Goes down there to CJ with 3. That makes it 1-5.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And again, that's not a scoreline you want to see if you're Ultralight. I mean, it's very dangerous. In that first map, they didn't prove themselves, and I mean, you know, with this being a map, they have the chance to do that. Even though it's Zeta's map pick, this is a map we know Ultralight know how to play, and they're not playing that game plan that we know they can do.
And maybe they are playing the game plan that they know what to do, but Zeta is just so much better. And I know that sounds rude, but it's true. Zeta is just so much better. Every team wants to believe they can beat Zeta, but it's the hardest thing to do in all of the VLE. Okay, his flashes come in. Immediately, Eves backs off, says, "Nuh-uh, don't want that."
Here.
And now, yeah, both of them are just gonna back off the sides. A good ult comes in from Diverse. That site's already fallen. CJ finds a good lurk kill before getting traded out over there. Trades are just coming in. The numbers are actually on Ultralight's choice right now. It's been a while since we've seen them have numbers. Could very well not end pretty here. See a good retake.
Right there.
They're flooding onto site, but the spam position that they have, especially with that Odin, it's so dangerous. Bomb is ticking, tick-tock. Sprays are coming in. Eves finds a good kill before getting traded out there from Lex.
One enemy remaining.
Oh! Hey, man, with some beautiful shots to secure the round.
Yeah, that was nice. There it is, and the fact that he got that half too also made this so much more possible for them. The stick onto the spike with the smokes down. I mean, it looked so dangerous for Ultralight there, but they were able to recover it. I think that flash going towards main and then Eve playing into the smoke just made that so much more manageable for them.
Wow. It's been pure chaos so far this game. Or at least, you know, on that C side, it is just chaotic to retake. Great round there from Ultralight. You're rebuilding that confidence. And, you know, we're about to see a lot of aggression here on A.
To explode.
I mean, I don't know, very scary here for Ultralight.
And Vortex.
Okay.
We're looking to punish the spam down over here. Not able to find it, and he's able to get out of dodge as well on the top of that. It looks like they want to slow down the pace of this round. Start to check off the boxes, look at where the rehits are coming through. They know Ultralight like to take space based off reaction, but so far this game, Ultralight have been rotating in their own spawns. They're not really taking space and reacting on the extremities based off of where the pressure's coming from on Zeta. And I think so far that's been what's made this so difficult.
Uh-oh. Oh! Good shot there from Haven. That's a very important kill here. And look at this. C's already fallen. Bomb is going to go down. It's just going to be a very scary retake. A good kill there from Penguin. Gives them numbers. It's just a 3v5. They're stuck on side. A good KJ ult. Going to clear them out. Got to get out. Field gets a good kill. Right there. They're going to back off. Giving them some
that
time.
pushes them so far back.
Very hard. Reggie's playing right here with a Bulldog. They find a kill! It's a good shot, and that will make it 3-5. Ultralight locking in. Dude, Ultralight really doing... Really like what Ultralight's been able to do. I mean, what do you think, Robbie?
Yeah, I think these last two rounds they've had a really good answer, but still not enough for me. I want to see something a little more convincing. It's been so scrappy too. Like even in the post plants that Ultralight are winning, Zeta just looks so in control of the tempo. It's nothing but 1v1s being taken. I don't see any, you know, convincing utility that's really deciding these rounds for either team. And so far, I don't even think the macro is enough to deal with the way Zeta are playing this either. And Vortex, he's such a nuisance around the angle, but
Spike planted.
still able to get in there. With that plant coming through, I mean, we have this lurk once again from CJ. And ULTRALIGHT know of that. So you see them already starting to adapt to what Zeta like to do. Because I think the last time they planted 4B, Zeta went for that exact same flank. So dealing with that right now they just have 4 people in main to deal with. Thrash comes through, and as the Rolling Thunder tries to deal with that momentarily, the tap comes onto the spike. They're going to have to confirm it, but the judge is in the smoke. He pushes right on through. And as the bodies start to drop, it looks a whole lot more real now, and the defuse comes right on through. And ULTRALIGHT with another answer against Zeta. There it is.
Wow. And this is what I mean. ULTRALIGHT able to lock in so far in game 2.
Mm-hmm.
And they just won, what, 3 rounds in a row. And are we going to see a back and forth game? Are we going to see a back and forth game? I don't know you want to see a back and forth game. Come on. Come on.
Placing alarm bot.
And you know, they're starting to figure out exactly how Zeta plays. Talked about this before the game. ULTRALIGHT's ability to adapt is one of their strong suits here. Vortex beats out, finds a good kill on Eves. What a talented shot. Look at this. Just pushing down. He has no fear. Vortex.
Oh my goodness.
No fear. And that is a very fearless man. He just made this round so hard for ULTRALIGHT.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the GOAT so far. Saying, I deserve to be MVP. I am the reason my team's gonna... And ULTRALIGHT doesn't even want to fight for sight. I mean,
they're saving the Odins here.
Could Vortex maybe, you know, be a candidate for MVP? Because he does this a lot, doesn't he? I mean, explosive performances.
Yep.
Just, it hasn't been pretty for ULTRALIGHT. And yes, they did just win 3 rounds in a row. But Vortex just completely changed the tempo. I'm ready to go with that Odin. Finds a kill right there. Just trying to get rid of their weapons. And now, you know, at least we're gonna have a tied half. And that's it.
Yeah, I mean, we could. ULTRALIGHT could definitely, you know, find even more answers here. Assuming Eve is probably going to drop a teammate here, as they do have the Blade Storm available. And right now, no crazy pivotal ults going into this, and both teams are pretty far from their ultimates, so this is going to be a round really based off of who can find that tempo early game, who can find those opening picks. Because there's not a lot of round-winning abilities going into this. Looks like another B angle here for Zeta. They've been so addicted to this B site. There's been a lot of hits going on here. Even Let's Sticks once again answering onto A site, but this time we don't have that lurk from CJ, so it's looking a lot different here, but they're trying to still get an answer into this. And as the flash comes right on through, Peach and Vortex just answering in, and they're so proactive into this. But Eve finds 2 with that Odin there, brings out the Blade Storm, and right now opens this round up a lot. Dizzy to come through to force him off, but the pressure comes right on through, and there's too many people to handle. CJ with 2 in the round there, and that's securing a 7th on the board for Zeta.
And womp womp to your half dreams of winning.
Yeah.
Welcome to the end game. And they're calling a timeout. I mean,
yep.
This is end game territory. They are so close to just losing everything. They need to end off this half strong. This timeout is going to give them a second to breathe. Give them a second to think. Calm down, because you can feel they're a little bit sporadic right now. I mean, your chances of being the VLE first season champions are on the line right now. You don't want to go down to that lower bracket because there is another really, really strong team awaiting you in Rendezvous. It's very, very scary here for ULTRALIGHT. They have to lock in and they have to hit their shots. They have to read Zeta. They have to do the impossible. And hey, I believe in miracles. Do you?
I think so. I think Ultralight can definitely come back into this. They've definitely proven, even though they've, you know, had some struggle in some of their series, they've definitely proven to be a resilient squad. And I think that they can definitely pull that out here. But I think it starts with this round, Hydrox. I don't want to see another 8-4 half. I got to see at least 5-7 here for Ultralight to be back into this. But if it's 8-4, I mean, I just see Zeta taking the pistol in the second half and taking away the game, just like they did on Icebox.
Very, very possible. So that's why Ultralight has to win this round. Zeta obviously playing very fast on C, and Mound's already fallen. That all just getting information for Reggie. Oh. All quiet now. I mean, a quick rotate coming in from Zeta. Vortex wanting to peek out into this and still finds one. Havan goes down.
Wait, but 100 was right next to him. What just happened?
I don't know. Maybe he lagged or something. That should have been a traded kill. Peeks out. Oh. And
interesting.
That my friend is that's the end. I mean, it's gonna be 4-8. A very hard retake in a 2v5, you know, situation. Eves is just gonna look for something here. That Odin. Oh no, the judge is just standing right there.
Last player
Oh, finds him anyways, but CJ finds 3, finds the final 2 kills, makes it 4-8.
Yeah, and honestly, ending off the half like that doesn't make me any less convinced that this is just another Zeta win right now. They look so in their element right now this series, and when do they not? Honestly, Hydrox, this whole tournament, when have they not looked in their element? Haven't lost a map yet, and it's like, where do we find this? You know, for Ultralight, what is there to really extract out of this? The series was already against you when you lost your map pick, and now here we are in Lotus, and you're struggling on a map that you were once pretty good at, and it's against Zeta. It's going to be a hard one right here, and they need to start with this pistol.
And, you know, I know that Gentle Minions and Nexus are watching this game, and they're, you know, kind of shivering, like, oh, I don't want to that.
Yeah. As the winner, yeah, the winner of that game goes up against the winner of this one.
Here.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what's crazy, too, is you know for a fact Rendezvous is watching this right now. They're just thinking, all right, who am I going up against? And they know that it's most likely going to be Ultralight. And what a rematch that is. Ultralight and Rendezvous have went up against each other plenty of times in the group stage.
Yeah, I'm excited about that, but I'm more excited about this round so far. Penguin, in bad situation, goes down there on the flank. Bomb will go down, but they do not have any sort of number. Eves finds a very important kill, makes it into a 3v5. CJ goes down. Some more trades comes out. And there. Oh, below with a knife. What? What am I watching? Some iron gameplay right now, Falone. Very much winnable. Tap bomb right here.
Oh my goodness.
Out! What do you do?
Oh no.
That was supposed to be Ultralight's round.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Where's the script? Where's the script? That's not what the script said.
That thing is long gone. Oh my goodness. I mean, like, breaking that wingman there was so good too on the repeat. Then he just jumps around the corner with the triple click classic. I mean, man.
Somebody clipped that. That was such a good round.
Yeah.
My lord, 3K to secure it, and Ultralight is down. Look at this. They want to hit B here with everything they got. Just try and get something. And I think they're forcing too. They are. They're forcing. They're trying to find something here. Just anything. It's going to be a very scary push on the site here with a Cypher right there. And they say, no, we're going to go C. Avon playing inside the smoke with that Stinger, but we'll go down. Vortex with the Bulldog. Just such a good gun, but look at that. Taking on site, but they aren't able to find anything. Will be a 3v3 situation after all the trades come in. Vortex with that Bulldog finds his second kill. Woo! Good shot there from Renegold. And hey, the trades are just being traded. But no.
Yeah. Them trades are trading.
Hey. Oh, Jesus. Then, you know, you just forced that round, right?
Yep.
Like, oh, my God.
You know, this is rough. And I called it too. if you don't win that last round and get that 5-7 half, you're just losing the game. And so far, it's looking that way. It's 10-4. I mean, Zeta just know once they win that second half pistol and they're already up on the first half, I mean, they're so good at snowballing. That's one of the big things about this squad that, you know, we haven't really talked about enough is that they snowball so much into the game because their confidence only gets higher, their momentum only gets better, and the macro only gets more aggressive. And there's not much you can do against that if you don't speed up the tempo and try to take control of it. And again, it's another time where we don't see Ultralight doing that. And that's not what I remember of them in this. Because I know, especially on attack before, I've seen them do a lot of slow plays where they go for pressure somewhere else, and then they leave one inserted there, and then they rotate around the map to try to catch out the reclears, and they either hit that side if no one's there, or they go back to where their insertion is. I'm not seeing that level of slow, strategic, methodical gameplay from Ultralight in this series right now. I think they're trying too hard to play like Zeta against Zeta. And I think that alone is what's making them struggle because they're not playing the game plan that they're comfortable to, at least not from what I'm seeing.
I mean, you are very much correct. And, you know, you want to go into Zeta confident. You want to go in and be like, hey, we got this. But you can't. You got to play the way you were supposed to. And look at here. Ultralight wants to hit B right here, and they want to take it. Okay, the CJ's already like, oh, they're coming. Please help. Smokes go down as the sight will begin to fall here. Penguin down. Good kill there from CJ, but bomb will go down. Flashes come down. This is very scary. Eves goes down. Havama for good trade. We're just seeing trades back and forth, back and forth.
Last player standing.
Now it's just full on alone with an outlaw to his name. Don't count him out though. And never mind, do count him out. That will make it 5-10. And hey, at least you can say we did better than last game.
Yeah, that's definitely a really good answer there. And certainly recovering more rounds than last game already with that 5th on the board, but still not enough. But I think the B-side hit made a lot of sense there, and I think that's a tempo they should have taken here. But as we move into the rifle rounds of this half and we start to get deeper into this game, I expect them to slow it down because Zeta, I mean, they play very reactive. When they see that pressure, they like to go for that flood. They like to go for the guns. You see them swinging angles. I mean, even Vortex, he made a lot of solo plays after, you know, the post plants on their own attacks. So I want to see maybe a potential lurk coming out from the side of Ultralight and trying to shut down some of the insertions Zeta try to get on this defensive half.
Yeah, you are right here. And just going into the 16th round here. Look at this, Eve's alone on site there. Just trying to find something. CJ finds that important classic kill. But the ult comes in and 2 are detained. Renegade fighting this backside there. Oh no! Oh no! Just seeing trades back and forth, back and forth.
What is happening?
I don't know, but it's chaos and I love it. And the ult comes in, spikes on the other side of the map.
One enemy remaining.
There we go.
Penguin finds an important kill. Bomb's gonna go down. And now, it's just Diverse and his Guardian alone. Do not count him out. Don't do it, or else you'll regret it.
True.
Guardian could be very scary here. Oh!
Ooh.
Take a quick breather.
That is not a fight you want to take there if you're Penguin. The discipline really starts to punish you in moments like this. It's going to have to pay for that close plant right here. Nanoswarm comes through and does a little more damage, and right now, I think Regental is in such a good spot to shut this down, and there it is. Yep.
And a good job from Ultralight responding back, it looks like. That was a much needed timeout to reset their mental, but one thing Zeta can do is they don't need timeouts to reset their mental. And they have shown that, you know, they'll lose 3 rounds or 4 rounds in a row and then immediately lock back in and just go straight back to winning. So you got to do a little bit more than just 2 rounds in a row here. We got to see a massive comeback from Ultralight. And I'm a believer. I believe in miracles. And I want it to happen. I want a 3rd map here. Look at this Ultralight wanting to play very fast here on A. And that's exactly what they'll do. Eve's on that flank. Sorry, Vortex. Look at this. Sight's already about to fall in. Cypher all alone with a Guardian, with a Judge to his name. Lux finds a very important kill. Vortex also finds another one. Oh no!
Oh, what?
Look at this! What am I watching?
He roped right past him there.
6-11. I'm so. Oh my gosh, this is. And I'm praying that Ultralight can get one more round, please. Please get one more. Please win this round, Ultralight. I want you to win this round. I need the 7-11.
Make it closer here.
Yeah, I mean you make it closer, but also you know 7-11. That matters way more. Come on, Rob.
That's right. I like that. You see it starting to slow down here too.
Yeah, you do.
Both these teams trying to get that read. Wait. Oh. Oh.
Mr. One with a good kill. Oh, a lot of good kills here. Living up to my promises. Look at this, pushing on two side, very scary. Eves is just pushing out with his Judge. No fear. There. Oh, the run and gun kill from Diverse is a very important kill. Havan will go down. Reggie here will Odin to his name and will go down. And my golly, we are at match point. And
I mean,
I think we can pretty much say this is over. This is over.
Yeah, we're one round away from getting Ultralight versus Rendezvous next week. And I'm here, or actually on Wednesday. I'm here for it. I am here for it.
Same here. Hey, I'm excited for that game. That's gonna be a fun game. I really like saying fun today. But looking at Ultralight, you know, you don't want to give up on this game. They're going to try and hit B right here. Something that has worked pretty well for them a lot this game. Zeta quickly taking A and C main at the same time. And now the fight for B begins. CJ finds an important kill there on Eves. And it's already looking scary. And Bomb will go down. Flow with another important kill.
One enemy remaining.
Oh no!
That's
all
it.
alone.
It's got to be game there.
Count them out. Get speed! It's very scary here, and he will go down. And goodbye to your upper final run. Wave goodbye to Ultralight. And they will be meeting Rendezvous for a group rematch that I know me and you want.
What a way to end it off there, too. I mean, just all the kills going on the side of Zeta. I mean, at some point, there's not much to say about what Ultralight were doing in that series other than, like, they weren't taking the tempo they needed against Zeta, and they weren't playing to the game plan I'm used to seeing them on Lotus. They, you know, really tried to change it up, and I'm guessing the pick of that solo breach there is really to just shut down any aggression that they had on Zeta, but they just weren't doing it enough. I didn't see enough proactive fights and, you know, re-clears into the, you know, presence that Zeta would not have on a certain angle, and the extremities weren't being fought enough there, and I think that's how Zeta comes out on top, 13-6. They definitely recovered more rounds than they had on Icebox, so, you know, going into it, you know, you could see the game plan going, but once again, everybody on the side of Zeta outperforming someone on the side of Ultralight, and that narrative is where it starts to settle in, and you start to think about the firepower of the squad itself. Zeta have proven to be shooters in this game, and even their IGL as well, and CJ, I mean, he's coming in here, and this is his debut series coming into this tournament, and here he is, match MVP in this last map of the series that really decides Ultralight's fate in going into that lower bracket. And honestly, now we can say Zeta, by going to the semifinals, which it is now, they are one step closer to that grand prize and a potential at another win of a tournament here in VLE Challengers League. What about that? That's insane.